As I launched my 10th book, and I want to share with you in today's video about the lessons that I learned from the wins and failures of my book launch. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sharlrita Deloatch, and on this channel, I talk about how to turn your skills into cash by providing passive income tips for writers, publishers, creators, as well as authors. Make sure you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also hit that notification bell so when I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm super excited for myself because I want to celebrate myself in completing this task of writing one of my first books here in 2024. Now, this book is Power Publishing Secrets: How to Write Your Book Fast. This is book number 1 of my book series. So, if you don't know by now, I love book series and I write in book series. You may have heard me talk about one of the book series that I'm still continuing to write in, about the Savvy Simple Coaching. So that's on my Amazon page as well. But you can go grab your copy of the Power Publishing Secrets: How to Write Your Book Fast on my Amazon page. I have the paperback as well as the ebook version readily available for you to grab. Okay, so go and grab it. Make sure you also leave me a review to let me know how you like it. It's a very easy read, so it's only 40 pages. So I do not write long books. Okay, and you, if you've been following me for quite some time, you know that I do not write long books. I like short, powerful books with a lot of value, short and powerful books. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why I do that. But I like short and powerful books that I can make it easy to digest for my audience. Okay, so let's first talk about the wins. Okay, so I will say that the wins in this book launch was that I did leverage paid promotion. And this is something that I have not done before. Okay, for any of my other books, I never really leveraged paid promotion. I didn't have a bad feeling about it. I just never did. And it may have been, I probably thought it really wasn't a thing, but I leveraged it this time. Before I didn't, because I always pretty much had a solid audience. So when it comes to not just my YouTube, but way before I started getting serious about YouTube, I always had an audience on Facebook. That was one of my main platforms where publishing got started for me, was my Facebook page. And then, of course, I have a pretty decent sized email list. So I have a pretty decent sized email list there. And then I overall just have individual. Now, my TikTok page, I'm close to 10K on my TikTok page, but I don't use my TikTok page for business, to be honest. I really use my TikTok page to connect with I want to say audience, because I'm not really trying to sell them anything on TikTok. I used to, but I really use my TikTok to connect with other moms like me who I'm a stay-at-home mom or wife, whichever one you want to clarify, because my kids are in school. So I guess, I'm a stay-at-home wife, and I also, run a business. So I'm a writer and things like that. So that's why I use TikTok for, to connect. And then of course I have my YouTube, which I just really started back on YouTube in October of 2023, where I really started to get more serious about my YouTube channel. So I have a pretty decent sized audience. Okay. So I never really had to leverage paid promotion. And plus I was very heavy when I first got into writing and publishing. I was very heavy into anthology. So I've been a part of a lot of book anthology projects. And this year, 2024, later in 2023, I said I really wanted to focus on my own brand and focus on publishing my own books, because I've been serving a lot of people in that aspect for a long time. And it really neglected the fact that I wasn't publishing my own book. So your girl is sitting over here with a lot of content on her drive of books that I should have published a long time ago, but now is the time. We're not going to go in the past, but we're just going to move forward. So now I'm learning how to really write shorter books. I was introduced to the 100 pages or less book from Michelle Cope. She has a book. I'll link it in the description. I think it's called 28 books to 100K. So when I discovered her book, that was the first book that I read where she talked about paid promotion. Okay, so inside of that book, she laid out a plan on how she, hits the bestseller list, how she stays on the bestseller list. So really a lot of what I've done in my book launch was credited to her, and also another author as well. His name is JR. I don't want to mess up his last name, but I'm going to link his book below. He just launched his book probably about a week before me, and he writes about writing and publishing, but he comes from a different angle than me. That's how, it's no competition. We support each other. He actually features me on his newsletter. I actually write articles. So I talk about this. I actually wrote an article about what I'm talking about today. I'll link that below as well. I'm a part of his publication as a minimalist author, and a minimalist author is authors that write short books. So we write short books and we write them in series, and that's how we make, money. That's a part of how we make income in our online business. So I really learned about the paid promotion through Michelle, and JR really emphasized on it in his book, and he also gave resources, and Michelle did too. She gave resources on how she promotes her book. So I went to one particular paid promotion site to have my book promoted, but unfortunately my book was too small. So you have to have, I think they said 65 pages or more or something. No, it might have been 50. It was 50 pages or more that I had to have my book at that length in order for me to advertise. So no worries, wasn't upset about it. They refunded my money. I think it was like $65, which is not bad at all. So they have thousands of readers or people, and I'm actually on their email list. And because I download books too and read them and leave reviews and things like that. So I'm used to that aspect of paid promotion. So then JR in his book, he talked about another paid promotion site that I said, you know what, I really, really want to try them out because he had great reviews about this. So I said, you know what, let me do this. Let me do it. So I invested. It was $10 less than the other site. So I just invested in that. And I really got some great numbers for that. Okay. So that goes into the next thing that I did is I leveraged Amazon's free bestseller campaign. So when you upload a book to Amazon KDP, you get 5 days. And I think this is only if you, I don't want to say if this is true or not. I know I've been in publishing for a while, but but if you decide to do, anybody can do this promotion. When you upload a book, you can have your book promoted for free for 5 days. You can use up to 5 days, but you can only do this quarterly. So it's not like you can do this every time. So I said, you know what? I'm going to leverage the Amazon free bestseller campaign because most of the promotion sites, your book either has to be free, or I think you can do 99 cents or paid. You can do both, but it just all depends on your goals. So my goal initially, it wasn't to be on a bestseller list. It wasn't to be on a bestseller list. My goal initially, to be honest, was to get my book in front of as many people as possible. Okay. So I said, let me pay. And that's what you have to do in business sometimes. Sometimes you have to pay to get in front of people. So I already knew that as a businesswoman that I needed to pay and I needed to get in front of people. So it wasn't about the money for me. Okay. It wasn't about me making the most money right now because I'm going to leverage the free so that I can get the money later. Okay. So when you think like that as a business owner, as an author, you really have to think about the business aspect. What is it nice to be on an Amazon bestseller list? Absolutely. It's nice. It's cute. Okay. It's cute. But that wasn't the goal for me. And it's never been a goal for me. It's never been a goal for me to just make a bestseller list. And I know people get mad with me, but I know people, that's what they do. That's how some publishing companies, they establish themselves on guarantee. I don't know how they guarantee, but they're establishing themselves to make sure people get on a bestseller list. And it does feel good a little bit. I'm not gonna downsize it and say that it doesn't. It does feel good a little bit to know that you accomplished that. So I'm not making little of it. I'm just letting you guys know that that wasn't my ultimate goal. Okay. The ultimate goal was to get my book in front of as many people as possible because I want to leverage that. I want to leverage those people. So I know you're thinking, well, Sharlrita, Amazon is their own platform. How are you going to get those people over to, your platform? And what I did was, on the right after you have your title page in your book, you have your copyright page, and then you have the table of contents, and then you also have I have another page. This is where I was having people to opt in to get a free gift from me. Okay, so I leverage that, because I think on the look inside, I think you can still do this with books, is that you should be able to take a look inside. Let's see if they still have that feature. I'm gonna open a incognito window. I don't know if I can do it on here. Let me see. One second. All right, so we're going to open up a new incognito window, and I'm going to go to Amazon.com, and I'm just going to, let's see if I can go to my book here and see if it gives you that look inside so that you can see what I am talking about. I know that with low content books, sometimes you can't have the look inside, but some you probably can. Okay, so they don't have the look inside, but you can read a sample. So even if you decide to come over here and read a sample of my book, all right, which you can read a sample. Because I think the sample is only like, it's not so many pages, like 4 or 5. It's like maybe 5 pages that you can read inside. So I made sure that I leverage making sure that I had my free gift in the front. So even if no one decided that they wanted to purchase the book, which is fine, you can at least still get on my email list. Okay, so let me see if it will allow me to read the sample. Okay, it will. Okay, so this is what my sample will look like. And here's the free gift right here. So it looks like you can only go like so far. Let's see. Right here. Okay. So right here, this is the sample. This is actually I guess this is the paperback sample. No, this is the Kindle example right here. So if you look right here, people have the opportunity to go ahead and get on my email list. All right. So I have a workbook that goes along with the book. All right. So I make sure I put that up front, because then you can just scan if you on a computer like me, you could just scan the QR code and it will take you to the actual workbook. Okay. So you can't click on it. You can't click on it, but you can scan it, because this is the paperback. If it was a Kindle, it would be a little different. Let me see if it won't even let you go that far. so so I have to remember that. So I do have to remember that. So I may have to put this up behind the copyright page and then put the table of contents. So see, I just learned something there, because I want people to get on my email list. And let me tell you, that's how I measured a lot in this book launch. I measured the fact that there were individuals that got on my email list. They downloaded my workbook. I think I'm up to I think it was like 15 people or something like that. So I would just want you to imagine, even though, yes, Amazon keeps all the customers, we do not know who downloads our books unless somebody tells you that they did. But still, if they don't take the initiative to download the freebie, that's why I had it right there in the front. So it'd be the first thing that you see before you started to read the book. Okay. So I was very strategic in how I did that, because I want to grow my email list. Okay. And that's the point of all of my books. All right. That's one of the things that I said when I started, and said, you know what, I'm going to write this book series. I want my books to grow my email list. I want my books to grow my email list on autopilot. I want my books to send me customers on autopilot. Okay. So that's the ultimate goal. Do I want to make money? Yes, but I'm an expert. Okay. So I'm an expert, and I've heard this quote, and I live by this quote, that the amateurs make money on the front end, the experts make money on the back end. So I am an expert, so I expect to make money on the back end. That's what I expect, and that's what's going to happen. That's what I'm going to do. So I've already set it up on the back end. That means using my tools, my systems, like my email automation, to make sure that anybody that reads my book, there is an offer. I think that I did put an offer even on the inside of the book, towards the back or in the middle of the pages. All right, that I have an academy. So I have an academy called Power Publishing Secrets is not only just the book. All right. So when you read the book, I want you to come into the academy. It's like one of my many memberships, $9 a month. And I'm teaching you what I'm writing the books about. I'm teaching you all about how to write and publish, profitable books and how to market your books to a lot of people. Okay, so I'm teaching as I'm writing, and that's the whole point of me doing this launch. So it wasn't for me doing the free campaign, which I did it for 3 days. Okay, I did it for 3 days. I leveraged the free campaign for 3 days, where I did become an international Amazon bestseller, in which I'm saying it because I'm showing you the numbers back here. Is the reason why, because look at who bought my book: United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, India, Germany, Netherlands, Mexico, Brazil, France, Japan, and Spain. So I had individuals purchase my book from these countries. Okay. So that's why I say I'm international bestseller. Okay. And this is all, and I'm gonna really say that this is all because of the paid promotion. This has, and I will say, look, I won't take away from myself because I did share with my email list. Even the day, I think I shared it even the day after. So yes, contribute to both. So when you're launching a book, you definitely want to pay. You got to pay to play. You got to pay. You want to really have good leverage the traffic of other people. All right. That's why you leverage. That's what I'm all about, even on this channel. Leveraging what other people already have. If you have to pay for it to get it, that's what you do, because evidently you don't have it. So you might as well pay for it. So I'm not against paying for any type of promotion, any type of traffic when it comes to getting there. Okay. I got another YouTube video that I have coming up, because I'm going to talk about just some ways that I'm leveraging other people's audiences so that I can get myself in front of them. And sometimes it's free and sometimes it's paid. Okay. So this is how many books I sold. I sold 785 ebooks for free. So 785 people that did not know me. Some of them did, but these people didn't know me. They downloaded my book. Okay, so to me, that's a big deal. And it did land me on, I forgot to put it on my screen, but it landed me number one all 3 days on authorship. That's the authorship, because Amazon site, you can get bestseller in different categories for your ebook than you could for your print, because they have a whole different category just for ebooks. So I was number one on authorship, and I stayed on it for the whole 3 days. Nonfiction writing reference, women in business, 1 hour business and money short read, and also, yeah, those four. Okay. So even if you look to see, I want to see if it's going to show me where I am now. All right, so this is where I am now, and to me, this is good. Like, to me, this is good. I am at 66 at nonfiction reference. I'm under 100. Okay, I'm under. I'm like the top 100. Now with 1 hour business and money, I'm at 140, and women in business, I'm at 236. Okay, because I've seen higher numbers than this. So I'm celebrating the fact that I'm still there. So people are still buying my book. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they probably are buying it, which I'll check my stats probably as soon as if I finish this video, but I continue to keep, rank on my stats because you can still stay on those lists. Okay. So like, as you see, I'm still at the top 100 for one of those categories, and I haven't really promoted. So yeah, that says a lot. That does say a lot. So yeah, so I leveraged paid promotion. That was a good thing. Okay. Now let's talk about some things that I could have did better at. All right. Because there's always some things that you could do better at. And I don't want you to make these same mistakes. And I'm going to reference both JR and Michelle's book. When they talked about a paid promotion, they both talked about beta readers, and this is something that I did not take advantage of. I did not leverage people on my email list in a way. Okay, I sent an email. I did send an email asking people if they wanted to read my book for free, and I get them a copy of my book. And in exchange, that they would, leave a review. I had about 10 people to say yes, that they absolutely wanted to, which is expected. Everybody's not going to say yes. Everybody, you don't expect everybody on your email list to say yes. So I had some people to say yes, but I did not follow up. After I asked the question, I saved everybody's email and I put it on a spreadsheet so I'll know who to email. But when my book was 99, was free, I should have told them to download the book, which I can't assume that they did, because yes, I shared it with my email list, but I can't assume that they did. But I did not individually email them back and say, "Hey, the book is go ahead free. You might want to go ahead and download it, and then you can go ahead and read it or whatever." I did not do that until the third day. To the third day. So my book was free from March the 26th to March the 28th, and I waited until the 28th. So even right now, my book is sitting with no reviews. I could have had reviews. Now, here's a good side to it. I can invest. There are some sites that you can invest in when it comes to reviews, but I have not heard any good things about that. So I don't really want to pay. If I had to, I will, because you want your book to have reviews. You want people to know, you want people to give you feedback, right? So, and because I don't have those customers, of course, the ones that did join my email list, yes, I have an automation going out where I'm asking them to leave a review. It's up to people to do it. But one of the things that JR told me, and we were having just a short conversation on Medium, because he commented on my story, which I'm going to show you guys. I write on medium.com. This is a great way as a writer for you to make money as well. So I make money with my writing on Medium. And a big part of that is that I'm a part of publication. So I told you earlier, I'm a part of JR's publication called The Minimalist Author. So I wrote about me, about what I'm talking about now on Medium. And he commented and he said to me, Sharrita, um, you congratulated me and things like that. He even featured me in his newsletter this morning. And he said, Sharrita, I said, the only thing is that I am kind of feeling bad about is that I don't have reviews. He said, trust me, they're going to come. He said, don't focus on people not reviewing. He said, you keep promoting it and they are going to come. So I am taking that advice to not be so hard on myself. But for the next book, which I'm in the process right now, is that I am going to sit down and leverage. So I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I didn't really have a solid plan for my book. I just went with what I knew. I've been in publishing for so long. So it's like, it's step by step. It's not mundane, but it's like, I already know how to do this. So I know how to leverage things and, sell books. I'm good at that. But I did not really focus in a way where I really planned it. I didn't do that. But I'm doing that for this book. I'm actually going to document step by step like what you should do day 1, 2, cuz it only takes me, guys, less than 30 days to write a book. I can write and publish a book in less than 30 days. So I'm going to put myself to the test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to document it, meaning I'm going to get me a piece of paper and a pen and tell you what I do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So that's just for me. And that's anybody. If you're launching anything, you're putting anything out there, document your process. Because I can tell with myself, I was a little all over the place, which led to this, not leveraging social media. Social media for me was an afterthought. It was an afterthought for me. Social media was where I knew a lot of people would love to have supported me. They would have loved for me to read my books. That I have different people. I even have an author page on Facebook that I did not leverage, where people genuinely are looking for my books. So I didn't do that, but I have to do it this time around because people are there. They like my writing and they want to read what I write. So that's another mistake I did make. I did not leverage social media. And that goes back to what I said, the plan, because I didn't have a solid plan. Okay. So have a plan to do that. And I was a little nervous about recording this video. Like, you didn't have a plan. I didn't. I did not have a plan. I did not have a solid plan. I just knew, hey, let me put this book out there, but I'm going to document it, not just for me, but for you that listen to me, that subscribe to my channel, which I really appreciate, because I want you to see that it's possible for you to, number one, make a living as an author. You can do it depending on the book that you write, and really be a strategic in how you do it. I'm going to tell you, I'm in some fantastic groups, Facebook groups, and they talk a lot. They don't write nonfiction books; they write in, romance and fiction books, and a lot of things that I even talked about today. Some of them had struggled with as well, but it's possible because there are people making six figures just writing books. It is so possible, and I'm telling you that it's possible because I've seen it. Something that my husband told me yesterday. He said the fact that God allows you to see someone that is making this amount of money, or they are making this amount of impact with their book, the reason why he allows you to see, because he wants you to see that it's possible. So because I saw that it's possible, I'm relaying that belief to you to let you know that it is possible. It does take focus. It takes you really getting focused and really getting focused on that one thing, and it can be so hard. And you're talking to someone that is very talented. I'm a very talented and smart woman. I can make money off of anything that I do. All right. That's not a problem. I can make money doing publishing. I can make money off of doing anything. However, someone like me, sometimes it does take that focus. And when I do focus, I receive great reward. Okay. So I just want to transfer that belief to you. If you're thinking about writing your book, if you're thinking about, you want to go ahead and get it published, like I said, I have an academy. It's $9 a month. You can learn the things that I'm doing. I'm even sharing my results in my academy and the different things that I do, and relay that over to my students that are in the academy. Okay. So you can learn as you go, and you can learn and be great. Okay. So that is all for today's video. I would love for you to join my newsletter. I have a newsletter called Elevate Your Digital Publishing Business Daily. I don't know why I say daily, it just sounds so good, but I send an email out every weekday. So Monday through Friday at 9 a.m., 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I picked 9:25 because that's my birthday. So at 9:25 Eastern Standard Time, where I send you an email. So it's a very short email. I'm going to tell you, it's a picture. I open it up, using your name, and using some verbiage, letting how you asking how you're doing. So I like to ask questions, and then I give you three quick and valuable, either a resource, or article, or video, even a tool that you can use to help you to elevate your digital publishing business. Okay. So that's Monday through Friday at 9:25 a.m. All right. So if you have any questions about, books and publishing, or about my process, please let me know and put them in the comments. And I would love to come back and answer y'all questions. Y'all know I love when y'all have questions. It really does help me, with content, because I want to make sure that, you get your questions answered. So thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.